So,
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked.
well, man, how do I put this?
I'm a sharpshooter. Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should
So,
I be? Please don't take
well,
off now.
man, how do I put this?
Sorry.
Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
An empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling what to do.
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for two phones, yours and his.
Apples masquerade.
I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi.
You to draw.
That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh?
I can't tell you how to see me.
It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan.
Is there a way?
Want me to explain how it all went down?
I'm a sharpshooter.
Well, since the rest of us didn't get captured, we had to act. We had to pretend we never wanted you to get arrested. Pretend the suicide news was a real shock. Basically, we had to act like we didn't know anything, 24/7. The enemy knows who we are, so we couldn't let our guard down even once while you were gone. If they had people watching us and realized what our plan was, they would have killed you immediately. Want to hear more? Another tough part was figuring out how to get Sai Nijima and Akechi back from the metaverse. In order to return to reality, you have to go back to the point where you came into the metaverse. So, Sai and Akechi had to go through where the nav was activated, as in, the hall where they met. Akechi would just come back the same way after the assassination. The real issue was Sai Nijima. We needed to stop her for a moment before she headed back toward the interrogation room. But nothing can be sent to a phone inside a palace. So, I had to program the messages in beforehand. Messages were coming at that exact moment in time. That part was kinda last minute, so I had to pull an all-nighter trying to get it set up. Wanna hear some more? Let me see. Another problematic thing was... Oh yeah, tying Akechi up. That was really tough.
Where have I been?
I obviously don't mean the real Akechi. Even if we could do that, it would ruin our plan. The one we had to tie up was Sai Nijima's cognitive Akechi.
All free for you to draw.
This part's really complicated. I know you're tired. You sure you want to hear all of this now? Well, we needed to lure Akechi into Sainijima's palace and have him kill the cognitive version. But Akechi would have entered the palace immediately after meeting Sainijima in the hallway, right? Because of that, there was a pretty decent chance he'd run into the cognitive Akechi. And if that happened, Akechi would have totally realized we'd lured him into the palace. Nobody actually even thought of this possibility until the night before the assassination. Makoto realized in the middle of the night, then it was a huge mess trying to figure out what to do. In the end, we chose to sneak into the metaverse while the plan was happening to tie up the cognition. Because you told Sae to show him the phone, we expected her to chat with him for at least a bit. So, we had a few minutes to strike after the cognitive Akechi showed up, but before the nav activated. It was Operation Tie Him Up. Though it wasn't really much of an operation in the end.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it always be burning down the walls?
Oh, you want to hear it again?
For me,
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone?
I'm a sharpshooter at Paul's masquerade. Hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw.
Basically, that let me see GPS info for two phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sainijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sainijima to show the phone to Akechi.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button.
Where have you
Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable.
come facing twilight alone without the clue,
Pretty good, huh?
without grasping it.
Oh, you want to hear it again?
The real question
Well, since the rest of us didn't get captured, we had to act.
I'm a sharpshooter.
We had to pretend we never wanted you to get arrested. Pretend the suicide news was a real shock. Basically, we had to act like we didn't know anything, 24/7.
I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mind.
The enemy knows who we are, so we couldn't let our guard down even once while you were gone. If they had people watching us and realized what our plan was, they would have killed you immediately. Want to hear more? Another tough part was figuring out how to get Sainijima and Akechi back from the metaverse. In order to return to reality, you have to go back to the point where you came into the metaverse. So, Sai and Akechi had to go through where the nav was activated, as in, the hall where they met. Akechi would just come back the same way after the assassination. The real issue was Sai Nijima. We needed to stop her for a moment before she headed back toward the interrogation room. But nothing can be sent to a phone inside a palace. So, I had to program the messages in beforehand. In doing so, I made it seem like the messages were coming at that exact moment in time. That part was kinda last minute, so I had to pull an all-nighter trying to get it set up. I'm really on a roll here. Wanna hear some more? Let me see. Another problematic thing was... Oh yeah, tying Akechi up. That was really tough. I obviously don't mean the real Akechi. Even if we could do that, it would ruin our plan. The one we had to tie up was Sai Nijima's cognitive Akechi. This part's really complicated. I know you're tired. You sure you want to hear all of this now? Well, we needed to lure Akechi into Sai Nijima's palace and have him kill the cognitive version. But Akechi would have entered the palace immediately after meeting Sai Nijima in the hallway, right? Because of that, there was a pretty decent chance he'd run into the cognitive Akechi. And if that happened, Akechi would have totally realized we'd lured him into the palace. Nobody actually even thought of this possibility until the night before the assassination. Makoto realized in the middle of the night, then it was a huge mess trying to figure out what to do. In the end, we chose to sneak into the metaverse while the plan was happening to tie up the cognition. Because you told Sae to show him the phone, we expected her to chat with him for at least a bit. So, we had a few minutes to strike after the cognitive Akechi showed up, but before the nav activated. It was Operation Tie Him Up, though it wasn't really much of an operation in the end. Thankfully, Sai Nijima didn't know his true nature, so the one that appeared was an ordinary kid. It was pretty simple surrounding him, knocking him out, and tossing him on another floor. But man, watching Makoto's skill was super amazing. I guess she does use Knuckles as her weapon. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, appreciate what everyone else did. I just can't help but rant when I'm talking about stuff that interests me. Sorry about that. Just focus on resting up. You don't have to worry about anything else. And seriously, well done.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before. When you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that... so it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
I'll show you.
Cut that out!
Hey.
Okay. All right, let's head to the diet building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
You going out? You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Akechi isn't here.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions have not been met.
What about a mansion?
Conditions have not
Since
been
he's
met.
going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
Conditions have
What
not
about
been
an arena, like the Colosseum?
met. Conditions have
Imperial
not been
Palace?
met. Conditions have not been met.
It's no good. I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grip.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me,
I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay? We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh. Now then.
Been searching all along, facing twilight lonely.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Nice. Well then. Last one. Diamond mine.
Conditions have not been met.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi.
Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongin Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way, hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope. to our children who carry the burden of the next generation. I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue! What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person? Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person. He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. That's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
Yeah. Oh, you want to do it? Yes! Well then.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long.
But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people. Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
It was a match? What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual buildings on land!
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different.
That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh?
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking? Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure. Come on, what a lame way to start this off.
No? I think that's how it should be. We haven't failed yet, so if we calmly give this our all, the results will surely follow. We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections. Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
Indeed.
That's...
It looks like...
You're right. Listen up.
I can feel it.
Huh? What? Persona! Prepare yourself! Bonus helmet blow! Mars in trouble! He's hurt bad! It's strong. Can't use anything but fire skills. Huh?
It's time.
Ooh, you can hit their weakness.
You're mine.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. They're done for.
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Indeed, those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team.
What is with these people? What is...
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him see what this ship really is. Focus.
Let's go. Enemy, and it's weak. This will be a slaughter.
It's time.
Hold on, think again. Don't you know what you're starting? But you sure we got the clue how bad this we go. Don't you know? No more art. And as you look to the horizon, not the cloud, but then stormy winds go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not
Persona!
what you foretold. You never see it coming.
Psychokinesis would be perfect now.
Persona! You're mine.
Good work, everyone.
Okay. Easy win! They were nothing. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Hey. Hey, that's a treasure chest. One.
Persona!
Everyone, do your best.
Ishiguchi! Ravage them!
Persona! Okay. Come forth! Another set! Take this! Mona's health is low!
Persona!
Not bad.
Heal yourself quickly! They're about to retaliate!
Let's see.
You never see it come back. You see that my mind is the best for eyes. You're done now.
Let's go. That's not right. Do it!
All out attack! Mona's in trouble! He's hurt bad! Not too shabby! We can end this right now! They're done for! One enemy, and it's weak. This'll be a slaughter. This enemy is beneath us. It should be easy if we stay focused. Enough of that silly costume, dear. Let's do this. Time for my persona! Ha! One enemy remaining. Just a little
Persona!
more.
Scotty! All right.
Do you see that scared one? Psychokinesis would be perfect now.
Persona! Persona! Go! Power up!
Persona! There!
Now, let's continue. Okay, let's move on.
All right. I can feel it. Done and done!
Show me your true form!
Now's our chance. Beat him up. stuck! He won't be able to move that well!
Ishiguchi! Go down!
Enemy's defeated! All right, Joker! Let's continue! Good work, everyone!
All right. We cleaned up! Let's keep going. I have something.
Show me your true form!
Let's take that advantage! Not too shabby! One enemy on the floor! Bonafide, Monafide! Okay, not done yet! The baton pass powered you up!
It's time. No.
This enemy is weakness. It should be easy if you stay focused.
Let's go. There! Persona! Bam!
How's that?
My eyes!
And now my retort.
Mona's dizzy! His accuracy is down!
Now!
Persona! Take this! Going to finish him.
How's that?
It's time. You're mine. Persona!
One enemy gone! Do it again, Skull!
What are you doing to me? Here.
So very generous.
What?
Not bad.
What?
Not bad.
What?
Not bad.
What?
Not bad. This weakling! Last one! Get him! Luna, aim!
Persona! Ravage them!
Enemy's defeated! All right, Joker!
Okay. I can feel
That
it.
was fast. Oh, I'm getting...
Focus.
I'll reveal your true form.
That was weird! I don't know what it's gonna do! I'll use my persona! You heard us! Enemy defeated! Go get him, Queen!
You're mine.
Ooh, free stuff! Away!
Losers.
Good work, everyone!
Okay.
Huh? Done already?
Focus.
How disappointing. this is...
Focus.
Hey!
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa!
475 people in favor, 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote, one in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship? Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
Focus.
Hey!
Hey! Nice.
Joker! A treasure chest! Let's open it!
Somewhere.
Indeed.
Well then.
Well...
Whoa! Joker!
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. All right. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
You're right. It seems...
Please hear me out.
Hey, listen!
Listen up!
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker? Oh, dear Lord.
We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve as keycards. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive! You go, genius!
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room.
All right, let's get this done quickly.
Hey!
Well...
I'll just add this.
Do you need something?
You certainly...
Time for some... You wish to perform an execution fusion. Not terrible, but not impressive. Do you really need this? Excessive power only leads to destruction. Not terrible, but not...
You okay with this? You can't handle this.
Looks pretty tough.
You can't handle this. You can't handle this.
Not terrible, I see.
You okay with this?
Do you really need this?
You okay with this? You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive now for a rebirth.
I see. A strong persona indeed. Select the skills you'd like to inherit. It will receive now for a rebirth. Excessive power. Not terrible, but not impressive. You can't handle this. Excessive power only leads to destruction. Well, how's this gonna go? Some modification, huh? I see. It will become a weapon. It appears it will become...
So, this is what it will become.
it appears it will become something protective.
You change your mind? Justine!
You'd like to register this?
Done already? What?
Do you need something? Now. Hmm?
No slacking off!
Okay.
Yo.
Hey! Hey!
Hey! Yep.
Make sure you close up.
Hi!
The real question to be asked, where have I been? I'm a chef's apples masquerade, hiding both face and mind, afraid for you to draw. I'm a chef's what else should I be? Please don't
Now
take
then.
off my mask, revealing dawn.
Hi!
Hey!
Hey, are you sure it's okay for him to be down here working right now? I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw him?
Don't worry about it.
Welcome. What did I just say?
Nah, still fine.
Senpai? You're not like a stunt double or something, right? Same to you. Wait, that's not my point.
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who set this up. A little surprise from me to you. I asked Futaba to do me a favor.
And I asked Ryuji to pass the message along to Kasumi.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I made sure to give you time to recover first.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm just so happy.
No one cares about my scheme.
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? No. I'm going out for a bit to grab some groceries. I'll let you all get caught up with each other.
So you're Yoshizawa-san, right? Well, what's up? It's a pleasure meeting you. Well, what's up? Well, what's up? It's a...
Yes, nice to meet you as well, Sakura-san.
Could you at least figure out whether to be polite or casual?
Shut up! Don't you underestimate my people anxiety. Mona tells me that you helped him out in that palace a while back. We are awfully grateful for that.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me out. Not only that, I'd promised to repay his kindness to me, no matter what.
What a refined response. Are we really around the same age?
Not only that, I'd promised to repay his kindness to me. Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me out. Not only that, I'd promised to repay his kindness to me, no matter what.
What a refined response. Are we really around the same age?
You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that palace in the first place?
I was wondering that too. Of course, I'm extra grateful that you saved our leader. But if our plan had somehow leaked, then we need to change our tactics from here on out.
It all started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But that day's when...
I got the feeling that something big was going to take place that day, so... I'm so sorry. I was actually following you the entire time.
Wait, we were tailed there?
We definitely had no idea about that. It's like night and day compared to when Makoto was following us.
I've been considering for a while now. Perhaps I should be fighting alongside you if I have special powers like yours, Senpai. I wondered if an outsider like myself should even get involved, but I couldn't just stand back and do nothing. It was nothing compared to how much you've done for me in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not done here yet, are you? Then perhaps I ought to lend you a hand.
Well, we could definitely use the additional firepower, but...
Senpai? Well, you say that, but...
Honestly, we have no idea what risks you would face. Our enemy this time is more dangerous than anyone else so far. Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon ourselves, so this is on us. We're delighted by the offer, but we really can't drag you into this any further. Moreover, you have something to do yourself, right?
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were to press any further. Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation, then I'll wait for you to return. But you have to promise me this. You'll come back safe no matter what. I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I did when I thought you... I really do believe you. It's time I get going. I've got practice today, as usual. Well, be seeing you.
Okay. What shall we do? Here we go.
What do you think? What shall we do?
Is everyone here? Yes, let's do our best. Let's go. You didn't forget anything, did you? Okay, let's begin. Now... Well then. Yep.
Indeed.
See it.
Time for my power!
Take it. What?
Not bad.
What?
Not bad. Be careful. You'll need to attack with extra oomph to get out of this one.
Let's go.
Scotty! All right. You're dead!
In the name of our fallen comrade.
Here we go!
Oh,
Impressive, right? Holy crap, this is good!
You sure were hungry.
Huh?
Thank you. Queen's in danger. This one, defense up.
This one.
Come on! Heal yourself quickly! They're about to retaliate! Johanna! Whoa! I've got two of them, Queen!
One more, and I'm done for.
Persona!
Let's go.
How's that?
Mona's dizzy! His accuracy is down! Cut you off!
Persona!
Get him!
Not this.
Has been lowered. Hang in there! Thank you! Persona! Nice and clean.
No! What are you doing to me? What?
You've got a new mask, Joker!
All right. Focus.
Oh! No!
What? It's somewhere.
This is...
can see it.
Now this door won't open. But it might from the other side.
Somewhere.
Gathering everyone's opinion.
I'll reveal your true form.
Surprise
Let's go.
attack successful. Now the stuff seems... Do you see that scared one? Psychokinesis would be perfect now. You see? Ooh, awesome!
Now!
Looking good! Joker beat 2 enemies! Winning.
Let's be simple about this.
Persona!
Do you see that scared one? Psychokinesis would be perfect now.
No, stop! Don't kill me!
Who's next?
Good work, everyone!
Okay. Somewhere.
That was... Hey!
I'll reveal your true form. Let's go!
Beat him up!
Persona!
Persona! You won us! One enemy defeated! Go get him, Queen! Use power opportunity! On to the next!
Miss there!
Nice! Joker took one out!
We're our future together! Please.
Oh, some rare loot!
What did you
Not
say?
bad.
What did you
Not
say?
bad.
No.
2 enemies left. Persona! Don't mess this up. Charge, Johanna! 1 enemy defeated. Go get him, Queen! All right,
My
on to
turn!
the next.
Persona! Get wrecked!
Shadows annihilated. Skull's got this. Let's continue. Good work, everyone.
All right. I can feel it. What?
This is... Huh. Oh my.
That must be the table.
Right. That influential politician comes here.
Why don't we have a seat at the table next to it and wait for him? I'll go. He may become guarded if we go in a big group.
Wouldn't it be odd with just one girl sitting there, though?
Does someone want to come with me?
That was my intention from the start. I mean, dude, it's a restaurant.
What are you, a preschooler?
I was wondering why you were so excited about this.
Why isn't anyone asking me to do this?
All right, we're going in. Everyone else stay nearby. I'll give the signal when the time is right.
Man, what should I eat?
You can't get full off of food in a palace.
He's as dumb as ever.
I can't read this.
I'll have the sautéed foie gras, a salad garnished with truffles, and roasted lamb, please.
I can't believe you can order so easily like that. Say, ain't we kinda young compared to the others here? They're all involved with Shido, yeah?
They seem to be major figures in the political and financial worlds.
On whose permission are you sitting there, brats?
Whose? I don't see any reserved signs or nothing here.
It'd be a nuisance if you'd make a racket next to my table. I wish to dine leisurely. Children like you who are simply hungry should leave.
What was that?
Skull, be quiet.
Sorry.
I apologize for our discourtesy.
If you understand, then go home.
Excuse me, but might you be Mr. Oe?
Indeed I am.
This will be an impudent request, but would you provide us a letter of introduction to Mr. Shido?
From the looks of it, you appear to be minors. Why do you need an introduction?
We wish to be granted an audience with him. His political ideology resonates so much with us. Of course, the same can be said about you, Mr. Oe.
You have quite the silver tongue for one so young. Not that I mind it. Are you a high school student?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of high schools, I've heard that some principal somewhere kicked the bucket. He supposedly tried to leak Mr. Shido's name. Had he simply obeyed, he could have remained in the upper echelons. To think he would cast all that away. An elite such as myself can't even fathom why someone would do such a thing. If you pledge your loyalty, you're given the honor of selecting those who would have mental shutdowns.
Did you ask Mr. Shido to trigger a mental shutdown in someone as well?
More or less.
Considering your caliber, I would assume that the target must have been someone quite important.
Important? No. The target himself was nothing that impressive.
Oh, you must be being modest.
You recall the subway accident early last spring? The one I had targeted was that engineer.
That was you?
It was to take out the president of some company and a diplomat who sided with current government.
I see. That was very useful, Mr. Oe. Actually, my sister is a prosecutor at the public prosecutor's office. I could pass on what you just said to her. How about it? Won't you give us a letter of introduction?
Is that a threat? Who are you two?
The letter of introduction, please.
Don't get cocky, brats. I'll never give you one.
Looks like you have one, though. Well, guess it's time to use brute force.
Guys! Persona! Out of our way! Come forward! My other self!
Persona! Persona! Yeah!
I'll use my persona!
It's time. Ravage them! Persona! Persona! Bam!
Persona! What's my next move? Good thing we're prepared. Persona!
No way!
Persona!
You're mine. Woodland Persona! There!
Awaiting orders. Come forward! My other self!
That's
Skull's in
all
trouble!
you got? Persona! That's not right. Think it through. Mitsuguchi! There. Can't run now!
Wow, Skull, you're charged up.
Here we go! Thanks!
I love that reference. Persona! Okay.
Sorry.
Persona!
It's time. Go down!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Do it!
All out attack!
Persona! Don't move!
Time for my persona! Take this!
Let's go.
Ooh, you can hit their weakness. Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. All out attack.
With this power,
A new move? Congratulations!
All right, we got a letter of introduction.
Please keep the truth of that subway accident a secret.
Fine.
In any case, it turns out Principal Kobayakawa was connected to Shido after all. No wonder he was so adamant about me digging up information on the Phantom Thieves.
Still, I can't believe Shido just killed him so nonchalantly.
the entire nation is underwater in his palace. He must feel nothing toward one measly educator.
In any case, even though that politician was cognitive, he turned into a monster. Up until Kanashiro's palace, cognitive beings were nothing more than weak presences.
No, that Oe fellow just now wasn't a cognition. But he had the memories and appearance of an actual person.
He was probably a shadow fused with a cognition. It's like making the shadow wear human skin.
I've never seen anything like that before. Such power is normally impossible.
Wasn't Shido the one who destroyed the research done by Oracle's mother on cognition?
Oh, do you think that when he did, he took the results for his own purposes?
Shido.
For all we know, Shido could have some hidden trick that allows him to tamper with his own palace. We need to be especially careful from here on out.
Yes, of course. I will continue accepting them, even after I am inaugurated as Prime Minister.
As expected from you, Mr. Shido. You are truly a reliable man.
And in return, I only ask for your continued support. Standing up to the world does require money.
Of course. I'll make sure to prepare compensation as thanks for your help in cleaning up. The incident with that accident in spring was very beneficial. This is all thanks to you, sir.
If the study of cognitive science progresses, I believe it's possible to increase the target range.
I bid you good luck with that endeavor. I hope you will continue to assist us.
Hey!
It's somewhere.
Huh? Is there a safe room around here somewhere?
I didn't know.
Let's do it.